This month I'm exploring personal motivation, so if that's something of interest to you, then keep watching. On my blog this month, I looked at personal motivation and 5 elements that can help motivate or demotivate you. And I also looked at how thinking about experiences in life, whether that's roles or other experiences, can help you identify by each of those 5 elements what may be motivators and demotivators for you. But I wanted to have a look at them through a slightly different lens today. And that's looking at them through the lens of how much you can influence them and how much they are influenced by others. So I thought I might take each of the 5 in turn and just ask ourselves, how much is it within my gift to drive this particular element of motivation? And therefore, how much focus should I give to it? So the first one is intrinsic motivation. Motivation that comes from within, whether it's things that you particularly enjoy doing or give you great satisfaction, or things you really don't like doing and really demotivate you. By very nature of the fact that they come from within, they're very much within your gift to influence once you've identified what they are. The second is extrinsic motivation, and as they suggest, they come from outside, and these are often things such as reward, gaining reward, or avoiding punishment. But by very nature of the fact that they are from the wider system, they are potentially less able for you to influence them. And so although you may work hard, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get the reward that you want. So perhaps less influenceable in terms of your level of motivation. Thirdly is purpose and meaning, and how clear you are in terms of what your purpose is in life, your raison d'etre, if you like. And very much only within your gift to identify that. I'm going to be doing my first podcast in the very near future, and this is going to be on the topic of purpose and how you may identify your own purpose. If that's something that's of interest to you, then watch out for that. Fourthly is autonomy and control. Now again, this is one that potentially is within your gift, but is also dependent on the organisation possibly that you work for, or your direct manager, and potentially how much they're happy to give you a long rope to run on, or perhaps how your level of experience and skills warrant you being able to be wholly autonomous. But it's still also something that you might choose to aim for and try and influence the degree of autonomy you have to kind of run your own show. And finally is mastery and control. How you can be motivated by being the best you can at the job you do, constantly learning and getting motivated through being a better version of yourself at work. And again, I think this is one which is probably 50-50 to some degree. You can influence where your skill development is, etc. But to some degree, it probably also depends on the organisation and the purse strings that are available in terms of ongoing professional development. But it's still one that's worth thinking about in terms of what would motivate me and what might I need to make a case for in terms of my development going forwards. So as you go through the 5 elements and you try to identify, and in my blog I, as I say, suggest ways you might identify where you've been motivated before that might help you identify the motivators for you across the 5 elements. Have a think about which ones are wholly within your gift to influence and therefore maybe more powerful in terms of motivation, and which ones you might be reliant on the wider system in order to help you with. As always, if any of this is of interest, then please get in touch and I'll be delighted to hear from you. Coaching helps individuals and teams at all stages and in all sectors. So if you'd like to know how coaching and other leadership development services could be of use to you, go to davidalcottcoach.com and press the Get in Touch button on the home page for a free conversation about how they could work for you.